catch itself? Like, do you know where your body's at that moment? Do you know how to get where your toes even trying to get down? Like, what's going through your mind in that moment?
In that moment, I was just trying to. I knew where I was on the field, so I was just trying to. When I went up for the ball, just try to get my feet as far inside as I could, and just come down with. Make sure I came down with it, and really do that.
What point did you know? Did you see the replay at all? Like, what were people telling you when you get to the sideline?
I seen the replay, and it was a really close call, and I felt like there wasn't enough to overturn it, and so it was a blessing to be able to make that play.
Go Seth and Daniel. Kind of a two-parter. Fernando, you come out there, 2 minutes left, no timeouts, have to go 80 yards. What goes through your mind in moments like that? How do you stay cool? And Omar, what gives you as a receiver the confidence to believe in Fernando in moments like that?
Yeah, first of all, I want to shout out, just the entire team and coaches for always having the belief. The defense, we had a 4-minute drive that didn't go as planned. We had to punt it back to them. Our defense got a great stop. There were 2 minutes. The first play, we got a sack, and I think we were on the 10-yard line. And at that point, it was like, all right, here we're going to go. 90-yard with the boys. To kind of throw back there at Cal. And we ended up doing it, hit Coop on a seam, and we need that one play to get our momentum going. And we know who our identity is as an offense. And we know that our coaches are great, our players are great, and so we always have the confidence, unwavering confidence in each other. Although the crowd was rocking, and it was like a prime Penn State crowd, and it was like a prime scenario out of a movie. But I'm just so honored, and just give God all the glory.
Daniel, then Matt. I'd asked this.
Sorry, Omar, go ahead.
Just knowing that what we've been through since the spring and fall camp, seeing how much better Fernando's gotten, seeing just how he goes each and every day in practice and how hard he works, just allowed me to know that I can trust in him no matter what the score is, no matter what's going on, and how great of a quarterback he is, and also just an even better guy. So that allowed me just to have that confidence in him and knowing that he's going to go out there and try to make plays for us and help us get to where we want to go.
We'll go Daniel, then Matt.
When you have a play like that in a crowd that's rocking and it's loud and then it's just silent, what is that like for you guys?
I would say it's a hit of dopamine. It's a hit of like a quick hit of dopamine. Like, all right, here we go. We've got to keep it rolling, especially in that situation, because this game, although we won and it's great and we're on a high right now, it wasn't our best game. Offensively, myself, I played sloppy football this game. However, we were able to rally it back at the end, which is so great, just because we have players like Omar Cooper Jr. and all the other players in offense and on our team like this. So I would say that, especially it's such a rocking crowd, when you hear that silent and then you get hit and you throw, then you know it's a completion. So it's definitely a little joy.
I feel like he answered it perfectly, so I don't have anything else to say about that.
We'll go Matt on your left, and then Zach.
How do you feel physically? You got hit a lot, especially on that last drive. You kept getting up. Omar, I think he made his case today, but can you make his case for the Heisman?
So, yeah, physically, I feel good. I would say I'm a larger quarterback, but to see what the defense, special teams, and offense, especially the offensive line, what they're going through, battling every play, I can't stay on the ground. No matter how hard the hit is, no matter how much it hurts, when seeing those guys, when seeing Charlie Becker's over there, my roommate, or seeing Omar Cooper Jr. take a hit on the seam, or seeing, Pat Coogan, Khalil Benson battling their butts off, I know that I'm going to put my life on the line for that team, and I'm going to die on that field. I will never sub myself out in that instance, and I would die on that field for my brothers.
I feel like just knowing we was playing a good team, and Fernando doesn't really worry about the Heisman. He's worried about who our next opponent is, and he throws that out his head and doesn't allow that to affect him. It allows it, which allows him to continue to play free and continue to just push us to where we want to go to.
You guys want it for him, don't you?
The same way I want the Blindikoff for all my receivers, the same way I want the best offensive line in the world for all my offensive linemen, running backs, tight ends, and the defense. So I think we're all at the end. That's the end goal, but our goal isn't to win the Heisman, isn't to win the Blindikoff, isn't to win all the other end-season awards. Our goal is to go 1-0 against Wisconsin, then beat Purdue, and then have our best playoff yet, and try to go 1-0 each week. That's really our goal, and all that stuff will come and it'll tumble in. But we're really focused on the next week on Wisconsin right now.
Zach Browning and then Sammy.
Stuff.
Fernando, you brought it up. The game last year, the drive last year against Stanford. Where does this rank? What makes you
This by far is the best moment of my career, and to be able to share it with such amazing brothers like a Cal, Cal, it's still an amazing brotherhood and still have a lot of good friends over there. But to share, to see what all we've been through the Iowa game, through the Oregon game, to now the Penn State games, those are all games you have circled, especially being away before this season. And no matter what the record is, Penn State is still Penn State. Their fans are still Penn State fans. And so these are game-winning drives that you dream of growing up as a kid. And so I can say that I think this is the top of my career right now, and the top moment I've had in my career, and I have so much joy in my heart to share with the program and all my teammates.
Sammy and Jared, Fernando, it seems after you throw an interception, you seem to lock in more. What about that, like, refocusing you? You had this big 6 in Oregon, and then went down and got the game-winning drive. Then you threw an interception, game-winning drive. What, does it refocus you?
Yeah, so obviously I always want to be locked in, and I always strive to be locked in and recommit to the process every single play. That was a bad decision to me. I should have checked it down to a running back right there. I thought I could make a play, and they have great players too. I mean, they're the number 1 and number 2, number 3 team in the nation, ranked for a reason. They have fantastic NFL players on the roster throughout. And it sucks when you throw an interception, but our team has dealt with so much adversity. Myself, Coop, all of our players have dealt with so much adversity. Coop being at Indiana 2 years ago, dealing with that adversity, and now becoming one of the best receivers in the nation. Myself being a 2-star, and a lot of our players on our team were never, the 5-star guys who's never been punched in the mouth before. And so I say whenever we get punched in the mouth, we've been there before, and we know, and we have belief in each other. So, I always try to commit to the process, but it is a little reminder, like, hey, we got to lock in a little bit more, especially now, whereas the moments where fundamentals win the game. That last 2-minute drive, it's like, all right, a crazy Superman play is not going to win the game here. Sticking to fundamentals and sticking to the rules is going to win the game.
Last one to Jared Kelly.
Omar, where does that catch rank on the catches you made throughout your career?
Definitely got to be first. The Michigan one is up there, the way that I backflipped and landed on my head, but the fact that I was able to control my body and get a foot in bounds and also catch the ball and score, that's just definitely got to be my favorite play of my career so far.
Have you ever jumped that high before?
Yeah, I actually have. I used to play basketball, so I used to love dunking. So just knowing that I had the opportunity to showcase it, and the game was on the line, so knowing that I had to, it was a blessing to have that.
Great, thanks, guys.